Welcome to the Sir Squeezeback Show. Thank you for tuning in. We're going to be talking about the seniors and the children, and we're going to break away a little bit, and you're going to touch base with my sister Karen. She's a cancer survivor, and she's going to share a little bit with you about her thoughts on a few things. So thank you again for tuning in to the Sir Squeezeback Show, and we'll be seeing you. Thank you.
Hi, this is Karen. I'm visiting my family from Virginia, and I'll tell you what, this is one of the best trips that I've made in quite a while. Family is super important, I realize that, and one of the things I've often said is that a parent's presence in their child's life is very important, but guess what? A child's presence, whether you're 5 or 95, as a child, if your parent is around, your presence in their life is super important as well. And that was validated for me today, or this week actually. And the value of just being there, you know, in the people who you care about life, yeah, it's a big deal, guys. And know that you're a gift. You absolutely are a gift. Now, I was having a conversation with my brother, and he stirred me to, no. Okay, so where do I go from here? The idea of sharing this with you. Okay. So I was in this store in Virginia, okay? And all of a sudden I just heard this instrumental playing, and it reminded me of something my mom hummed when I was younger, when I was a child. And I just sought out the store until I actually found the lady who had this music box. And I shared the story that as a child my mom actually hummed. You know, the song that's on this, she used to hum that and rock me to sleep. Now, how awesome is that? And so I bought this as a gift to her, and she absolutely loves it. And a gift that keeps on giving. Just a memory of that experience so many years ago, right? To have that now. Sharing that, the fact that I remember that from so far, come on, isn't that awesome? So you never know what experience you have, the impact it's going to make further on down the line. Memories are wonderful, so create happy memories, create lasting memories, create precious memories. And the only way to do that is to be around. Your presence is a present. So what do you have to do? Just reach out. Call someone up today. You know, get on the phone. Quit this texting. I'm not against that, but I want to hear your voice, right? And let's just start connecting again. The way that it really matters, and the lasting way.
Greetings. Peace and love to the world. Peace and love to the world. I attribute the words I'm about to lay on you at this time with King Solomon. King Solomon who say, I'm black and uncomely. Vanity of vanities. Vanity of vanities. All is vanity. What profit hath a man of all his labor, which he taketh under the sun? One generation passeth away, and another generation cometh, but the earth abideth forever. The sun also ariseth, and goeth down, and hasteth to his place where he arose. The wind goeth towards the south, and turneth about unto the north. it whirleth about continually, and the wind returneth again according to his circuits. All the rivers run to the sea, yet the sea is not full. Unto the place from whence the rivers come, thither they return again. All things are full of labor. Man cannot utter it. If the eye is not satisfied with seeing, nor the ear filled with hearing. The thing that has been is that which shall be, and that which is done is that which shall be done, and there is no new thing under the sun. Is there anything whereof it may be said, see, this is new? It has been already of old time, which was before us. There is no remembrance of former things, neither shall there be any remembrance of things that are to come with those that shall come after. And I gave my heart to seek and search out by wisdom concerning all things that are done under the sun. This sore travel has God given to the sons of man to be exercised therewith. I have seen all the works that are done under the sun, and behold, all is vanity and vexation of spirit. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to take this opportunity to share with you briefly of a situation that I found myself in. Having been born in Jamaica, West Indies, in the hills of Manchester, I went to Nazareth School and Nazareth Church. My mother and my father, of whom my sister and I are the primary caregivers, were also born in Manchester, went to Nazareth School and Nazareth Church. So were their parents. So I consider myself a Nazarene. And part of the Nazarene code is in the Nazarene village, the children and the seniors are paramount. The focus of the village is on the children and the seniors first. So it's by no chance that the values imparted in me enabled me to step up to the plate at this time and to have mom, 88 years old, and dad, 90, at home caring for them. So it's the Nazarene values with the Nazarene spirit, because that's what we work by. We work by the spirit. You have body, soul, and spirit. Everybody's body turns fertilizer. The soul is what you leave on earth if anybody talks about you. But the spirit abideth forever. It was there before the body and will be there after the body. So the Nazarene way is to protect and care for the spirit before it transfers from the body, if we're blessed with time to see the age that we see our parents. So I want to give thanks and praise to the God of Ijah, of whom I serve, the God of Isaac, Jacob, and Abraham, for the opportunity to tell the world now that we must focus on the children and the seniors. And in caring for the children and the seniors, we have to put our worldly ways to the side. It's not an easy task, because you have a system that is set up not to support that. The system would rather have you put them in nursing homes like they're in some factory shelf somewhere, where they don't get the love that they need, the care that they need. It's not there. They just don't get that. I want to tell you about an experience that we had. My dad got sick, ended up in the hospital. My mom then thereafter got sick, ended up in the hospital, and they celebrated the anniversary in the hospital. And I want to thank the staff at Branks Lebanon Hospital. I believe her name is Miss Alliston, if I might not saying it right. but she was the charge nurse at the time, and she made it possible for both of them to be in the same room together while they were celebrating the anniversary. And I want to thank her for that. Ladies and gentlemen, Manasseh, welcome to the Sir Squeezeback Show, Daddy Boxing Thing, Dog TV, well, Fasho TV. I tried to tell you guys earlier that the spirit of the Nazarene is living today, never gone anywhere. If Christ have left this earth, then there would have been no peace on this earth, so we know Christ is here. So I'm here at Bronx Lebanon Hospital, room 1017, A and B, with my mom and my dad. Today is their anniversary, 67 years of marriage. And these are Nazarenes. I'm a Nazarene in the spirit of Christ. Peace and love is what we say. And with my mom and my dad here to show 67 years of commitment through sickness and health and wealth and poorness, they're here. And I want to let you guys know what they represent is love for the world. Because what you see them getting now from their family members, particularly their siblings, their children, is love that they put out in them. God bless you. Try. My good friend Alan Carlton, I love him. And he's in the Nazarene spirit too. My mother went to Nazareth school, Nazareth Church. My father went to Nazareth school, Nazareth Church. Their testament in this place, Jamaica, I would love to carry them home if I could. But what can you do to help me bring them home to get the care that they deserve to get? Because I'm not getting it here. But I want to thank the staff of Lebanon and my sister for arranging for both of them to do in the same room. My dad got sick first, then mom, but mom was here a week ago. So I want to thank Lebanon for having them both in the same space on this special day. I love you, Mom. I love you. I love you. I love you. And I thank you for being the mom that you are, for how you raised us. You hear me? God bless you. My father, I want to tell you that I love you. And thank you for being a real man and sticking there for your children, taught us love, respect and responsibility. And I thank you and I love you.
Love you too.
So, the world, this is what we're talking about here. The children and the seniors are the key to any society. So if we take care of the bookends, the children and the seniors, can you imagine if we had a society that focused caring, genuinely caring for people in each of the stages, from childhood to adulthood to seniors? We won't be out of any jobs, and the spirit would be in a good place. Because if we don't, look for them. Storms, up and storms, up and storms. Thank you. Say something, Dad.
Say something.
Yes, your Aunt Cam. Say something from the hospital bed on your anniversary. How you feel?
Well, I feel like a sick man.
Okay. Yeah, but you got a big anniversary right here. Right?
But I thank God for this moment that I can say something.
That's right.
To you. Happy anniversary to you. He wants a drink. May you live to see many more. Many more.
And it's 67 years.
Oh.
Yes, sir.
Tastes good? That's the anniversary cake.
Yes.
That's right. They said now it was time for Mom to go. Dad wasn't ready, but Mom, it's time for her to go. However, the hours that we were getting at home from the insurance, which all changed when Obamacare came in. We went from receiving services to have to pay out of pocket for these services, and it's not there because they were promised if they work all these years and save and have insurance, then they would be good. But when that system came into play, that changed. So they recommended we take them home or bring them in the nursing home. And we didn't want to put them in a nursing home. However, they stressed the importance of going through that system in order to increase the hours, and plus they needed to help them with the rehab process. So Mom went in first. They were accepted. I won't name the facility at this time. And my dad later came into the facility. Well, while in the facility, my mom developed a slight stroke. My dad developed pneumonia, water on the lungs. So my dad ended up back in the emergency room at the hospital. My mom, my sister and I, and my other siblings decided it's time for her to go back home, so we took her home. And there my mom has been since. When Dad went through the hospital system, emergency room, ICU, and come out now, we took them back home, so we're caring for them at home. The agency that were providing the home care aid is a total mess. I will not name them at this time either. I will save that for another time. However, if anyone from that agency happened to see this footage, they'll know who I'm talking about. Now, there were folks within that agency that did an excellent job, the best they could. But they sent folks who did not cook the food that my mom and my dad ate. They have folks that shut down the process to pray 6 times a day. I have nothing against that, but you have to be in an environment where that is conducive to what you're doing. You cannot impart that on someone else. Now, I want to say it is paramount that we, especially black folks, begin taking care of our own. You don't want the spirit to depart with turmoil. That's what you're going to have when the spirit returns, because the spirit never leaves, it just takes up different forms. I would like to elaborate a bit on something that is very important when you're caring for seniors. Food. Very, very important. Not only are the seniors' appetite diminish as they get older, but their taste buds also. So when you introduce foreign taste to them, no matter how nutritious the food is, you have to be careful. And while Mom and Dad were in the nursing home, they weren't eating the food, especially Mom. There were times we could not cook food at home, so we had to find an alternative. And I'm happy to tell you that we had this alternative called Country Style Jamaican and American Restaurant. Daddy Rai, I love you. I thank you, you and your staff, for being there for Mom and Dad. See, both my parents are diabetic, and both have high blood pressure. So you know they have to be careful of salt. And Country Style menu afforded us that alternative. From the rice and peas, to the porridge, to the veggie and spinach patty, to the curry goat, they were able, and the soup, they were able to partake. Now, if there's anyone within earshot of my voice that might have a situation where you're not able to cook or provide that tasty, nutritious Caribbean dish or American dish, Caribbean style, I recommend you contact Country Style. That's Chef Roy, Chef Donovan, Colin, and Maria. I want to thank you guys. You hear me? Now, spirituality. The grandchildren, the great-grandchildren. It's very important that if you're caring for someone who is up in the age, who are accustomed to being in church, that you find some venue or some activity that could correlate that in their day-to-day activities, along with exercise and food and medication, so you could help to keep their spirituality intact, and also bring the young folks around them, the grandchildren, the great-grandchildren, and the likes. So I would like to commend my siblings, namely my brother Artie, my sister Karen, and my sister Sadie, for making sure that their children come around and see and participate and interact with their great-grandparents. So from the Nazarene, the village way, it's time for us to put all the nonsense down and start focusing on caring for people genuinely. And garbage in, garbage out. So what you put in is what you get. Alasia, come here please. This is my granddaughter Alasia. She has been going around her great-grandparents since she was 8 months, and she's now 10. She's familiar with them. She's familiar with their ailments. She go in and she hugs and she kisses them. If you see my dad's face whenever he sees her. So for that, I want to say I love you and I thank you. All right? Nazarene way. Children and the seniors. Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Sir Spiesbach Show, Ideas, Arts and Music, focusing on diaspora. We're here today at Country Style Jamaican and American Restaurant, located at 1195 Walton Avenue in the Boogie Down Bronx. And the reason we're here is to talk about the food. The food and also the support that the proprietor of Country Style provides to the community. I would like to encourage anyone, if you're ever in the Boogie Down Bronx, to stop by the Country Style and check out their various dishes, authentic dishes from the Caribbean breakfast, ackee and saltfish, cook-up saltfish, mackerel, callaloo, liver and kidney, and the daily special stewed peas, fried chicken, cow foot, stewed beef, whiting fish, soups of all different types like chicken, beef, red peas, pigeon peas, cow foot and fish soup. And as usual, you know, always available at the Country Style, oxtail, jerk chicken, curry goat, stewed chicken, barbecue chicken, baked chicken, curry chicken, and roti meal. And if you're a person who like porridge like myself, I come by here and get my banana porridge. I want to say this before I go on, that I am a Nazarene, and both my Nazarene parents are alive, 90 and 88 years old. And the other day they were in the nursing home, and we got their food from Country Style. And one of the things that my mom liked from Country Style is the porridge. Cornmeal, oatmeal, plantain, hominy and peanut. So anytime you want to get your sustenance in your body, you come at the Country Style. And don't forget, the patties them there too. Beef, veggies, spinach, and you can get that with cocoa bread if you want to, or you can take it plain. So again, don't miss it, don't pass it. 1195 Walton Avenue in the Boogie Down. You check the screen for further information and a contact number to link them. And you also, remember anytime you come here, if you want any beverages to drink, they have an assorted list of beverages. I can name a few of them. Traditional D&G drinks like ginger beer, cola champagne, grape, cream soda, and you know you get your peanut punch and your various other roach drinks, all at the country style. I would like to encourage those folks who might say this is just Jamaican, but this is country style Jamaican and American restaurant. Again, 1195 Walton Avenue in the Boogie Down Bronx. You know, you have businesses out there that don't support the community, but I must tell you that this business, the grand reopening of the country style, supports the community. They received a proclamation from Miss Vanessa Gibson, and the only way you could get that is if you're doing something positive. Very supportive of the community whenever there are events going on, and those who are putting on these events reach out to Country Style. I guarantee you they receive some support. So I'm asking you on behalf of the Sir Squeezeback Show to come out and support Country Style.